So I want to ask you a question, a very serious question. It's very relevant to me and possibly very personal to you. Now, are you pushing the agenda of discrimination against disabled people? Now, you probably know what discrimination of disabled people looks like, of individuals who look like me. And that could be, in your perspective, just very bad treatment or unfair treatment of persons with disabilities because, and this is the important thing, because they have a disability or a service dog, walking stick, a wheelchair, whatever, and you probably think you know what discrimination looks like. But discrimination goes much past that. I have a disability, and I know that sometimes discrimination is not always visible. It's not always something you can see. You can see somebody, for example, kicking a person in a wheelchair out of a restaurant or out of a hotel or whatever, out of a business. Very, very visible. The invisible part could be, are you assuming that disabled people cannot do a certain task because of their disability, because they have a service dog, because they have a mental illness? Are you assuming that they are not capable of doing something? Are you assuming they are less than others because they may not have abilities like you? And that, I think, is a other kind of discrimination, because it will come out in your mindset. It'll come out in your actions. And so I would ask you to be aware of what you think about disabled people. When you think about somebody in a wheelchair, what comes to mind? Are you thinking about someone who is constantly in a state of struggle or misery or pain? Or are you thinking about somebody who, sure, has challenges? They may need a ramp to enter a building, or they may need a service dog in times of need, but at the end of the day, they are human beings. They have goals, dreams, aspirations, hopes, just like you. And they are human beings. And so I would ask you to take into consideration the whole parts, all parts of the disabled people. Sure, that's the challenging parts, but also the good parts. The good parts of their humanity, of who they are, of who they can be, of who they want to be. And put those together, and there you go. And that's all you have to do. It might take a little work, but isn't it worth it to treat people better? Because, man, what is it like to be treated better? It's awesome. And so share that with everyone.